Hey ho, it's Marco Catania again, representing Charles Sturt University with yet another study aid for the subject ITI 597, the subject that covers like IT service management. Hey, in today's topic, I'm going to discuss some basic concepts with you guys, some basic concepts for the process information security management. So, how are we going to meet the security objective? Well, first of all, information needs to be available and usable when required. So information becomes available at the right time, at the right place to the right users. We're talking about availability of information here. Also, information is observed by or disclosed to only those who have the right to know. We don't want to disclose information to unauthorized people. Now we're talking about confidentiality of information. Information needs to be complete, accurate and protected against unauthorized modification. We don't want anyone to tamper with the contents of our emails. We're talking about integrity of information here. And last but not least, all transactions can be trusted. So we're talking authenticity here and non-repudiation. These are like the foundation pillars of information security management. So some basic concepts for the process information security management. Very basic and very important, probably critical to the process, is the understanding of like the balance you will need to find between the business, IT, security and also corporate governance. Okay, like probably one of the most important rules is like alignment is key. It's not like the business is going like A and IT is going like B. No, you both want to go like in the same direction. And the gnosis, the business knows and the IT knows, they need to point in the same direction. That's the idea. Also, all, and again I'm emphasizing all IT service management processes must include information security management. So security management is also part of like incident management, it's part of problem management, it's part of availability management, it's part of like IT service continuity management. Security management, it lives everywhere. Security management isn't just done in this process like information security management. It's part of everything you do. Also, realize this one, ultimately it's executive management that's responsible for information security management. They need to set the guidelines. They need to support like a security policy. They need to make sure that the business operates within the corporate governance set of rules. Okay, so realize that the business processes, IT processes and information security management, it all needs to like integrate with each other. So I think the previous model was so important that I'm actually showing it again on this slide. Okay, like the business processes, the IT processes, the process information security management and corporate governance, it all needs to like tie in with each other. So we also need what? We need a bit of a policy. We need like proper controls in place. We want something like a big brother that's watching like everyone in the business. Are we adhering to like the security rules? Yes or no? So we need these controls in place, and also we need to be able to monitor them and take action. In other words, like we need to be able to enforce the policy if something goes astray. Okay, so we want to make sure that like if something goes like off track, we're actually putting it back on track. So we always want to be like in control of our environment, in control of our secure environment. Yeah, some brain food, yummy. Hey, this is what I believe personally, okay? Information security, it needs to be embedded in everyday's business and IT processes. Information security, it needs to become part of the organizations of your DNA. When inspected, acted upon or reacted to, it may already be too late. The damage may already be irreversible. So we want to be in control right now and in the future. Okay, we don't want to react like, ooh, we just had a virus. That may already be too late. We want to make sure we are like monitoring viruses, and we want to make sure we're not being hit by viruses. We want to be proactive, not reactive. Muskie, practice what you preach. Yeah. Hey, of course, it's about understanding the basic concepts for the process information security management. Hey, see if you can find out what type of legislation and what type of standards actually apply to your business, to your organization, that also has an impact on information security management. So some examples here are like, for example, the Privacy Act, the Copyright Act, any national security legislation, and also have a look at like the standard like ISO/TR 13569, the 2005 edition, and maybe you can find some other like types of standards and legislation as well. Hey, have fun! Sample question. Hey, which one of the following concepts is all about not disclosing information to unauthorized people, or nowadays I think you can also say like unauthorized systems? Answer A, integrity. Answer B, availability. Answer C, authenticity and non-repudiation. And answer D, confidentiality. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about the answer, and then as usual we continue. Yeah, you probably already know the answer. Of course the answer is answer D. This is like a confidentiality issue, okay? Not disclosing information to unauthorized people. That's related to confidentiality of information. In the next topic, we're going to have a look at like the security framework. Again, part of the process information security management and described in the volume service design. Hey, until then, live long and prosper, nanu nanu, and as always, I'll be back.